Someone's in trouble.
Come on, man, get you some. Come on, let's get some slap ass over here. Hey, slap ass.
Oh my god, he's getting the shit slapped out of him. Yeah, you were getting spanked.
I have crippling depression.
I would actually say we should bring this hard-pressed survivor on our next mission because, like, just getting basically ganked and just sitting there, like, just, like, not losing any health, just doing this, surviving, that's... If that's not a tank, I don't know what is. Oh, are you fucking... Asdaya can't even say anything. Why are we listening to anything Asdaya says? Okay. Main scenario quest time. One of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Charlian at your earliest convenience. I think I know why. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped that I too might be of service, but it is you alone that they require, so they don't want no fucking freaky mammoth dragon boy. You hear that? If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. Ojika's the sibling to the Lalafell we meet in Eureka. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Asdaya the city from notable landmarks to the people's lives. There is still much and more for her to see. So, is she able to communicate? Like, farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. Interesting. Okay. Alright. A warm and hearty welcome to you. I gather you received our message. Please wait here while I fetch Kryle and Gratata. Was Kryle's hair always like that? I guess so. Thank you for coming on such short notice, and forgive us for sending for you so soon after your trials in the void. Was there any significance to that earring? Am I missing something? I feel like I remember something about that earring, but I whatever. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. Aaronville is the bunny boy gleaner, I think. I imagine as you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom I'm pretty sure that's him, because that's where they left the cutscene off. There's someone whom he wishes King to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studium. Shall we look for him there? Cool. So weird the way you walk. Bullshit. Here we go. I think this is the furry reveal.
Aaronville!
Thank God I don't have to fucking read. Them some magic doors.
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important.
I was just PvPing.
I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. Arm's really sore.
The New World. Tural.
Okay.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Oh, here it is. Okay. Get ready for it. It's going down.
But it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring...
Here it comes. Oh boy.
This is her. The adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Ah. Yeah. Awesome. That's a cool axe. I don't know what to say. I'm not excited about any of this.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
Cool fit, though.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Given the
Gasp.
magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
Yeah.
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning.
Okay.
I was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you.
So is this really why we're going? I guess Kryl also had that letter that she just so happened to find as soon as we wrap up one quest and jump into another.
A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence and saved our star.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might add.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat.
I mean, at least she's a warrior.
You claim to be of
Main.
the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Maybe she's adopted.
Tulihuela is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulja, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulja, and one blessed with two heads besides. He's also my father. Not by blood, obviously, but he raised me as his own, and that's what matters.
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Yeah, you should feel bad.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage.
Jesus Christ.
But In my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself.
She reminds me a lot of Moonbreeder. Moonbreeder.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though, that if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
I think I'll just stay here in Eorzea in PvP
This is
and
only
erotic
a rule.
roleplay.
But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda. Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
I'm good. What's it on? They don't give you an option to say, I don't give a shit.
So the tales have reached even these shores. I can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
So do you guys know each other, I guess? By the way you're coming off? Damn, that fucking look.
Lal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of
So I'm
what the
guessing this
contest may
expansion's gonna be a
entail,
little cryo heavy.
no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like, so Stormblood, it was basically Lice the whole time, just talking about having Lice and being the most annoying fucking NPC that we have yet to come across. After that, in Shadowbringers, who was, if there was like a main story or somebody's, I mean, I guess I would say Graha, you know, the one and only. Yes, it is I. And or were you talking about Lice or Lice or yeah, I'm trying to think, was Endwalker, did Endwalker focus on like highlight any particular character? I'm trying to, now I'm like racking my brain trying to think about the story. I don't think so. Like there were no main like call outs. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Oh man. All right. Wow. Interesting. I want that axe. Does it glow? I don't want it if it doesn't glow. If it doesn't glow, you can go fuck yourself. Do 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 do. Ain't nobody wants speed food. All right, well. The chance to see not only Tural, but the fabled Golden City. Besides, this is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Lock her up. Oh, the Lala Clown? Lala Clown? There's a Lala Clown? Oh, Pictomancer. Oh, we're caught. I was just gonna say like the artist or the Bob Ross, which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. Yeah, Bobby Ross. So let us begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. It's just interesting. I know it's just because they're releasing it now, but it was getting kind of weird. Like with like let's just call out like Baja as a place where it is very Hrothgar heavy. There's not a single female walking around. There's talk of them, but it's like they're not there. And same thing with the Bunny Boy lore actually makes more sense than the Hrothgar, the female Hrothgar lore, because this is kind of how it was in 12 too. The male Viera are always, or were supposedly super rare, and were actually nomadic, and they were basically kind of banished from like the societies and stuff. The idea for Baja was that we were heading to Dalmasca for next expansion. I cannot believe that they didn't really flesh that out. At the very least, made it like an explorable area, even if like it doesn't, like the story doesn't end there. But yeah, liberating them would have been really cool. Even if it was only like a section of Endwalker, but they're gonna be like blaming so many things on COVID for like the next decade. They're like, yeah, we were gonna do that, but COVID happened 6 years ago, and we didn't have the resources. The writer said so, and they got laid off. He was pissed. Yeah, I would be pissed off too. That would have been cool. We never got to square up against Gabranth, and then we find out that he got his throat slit in his sleep through a field record. Nice. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for her hunt, however. We should go potato hunting. Because Lion and Pagaga were walking among free Beastmasters. I even assumed Beastmaster was going to be an Endwalker. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of speculation, specifically in Shadowbringers. From what I was reading, a lot of people are expecting Geomancer to be the next thing. But yeah. Unfortunately, the limited jobs, they don't do anything for me. I still haven't touched Blue Mage. A lot of people say I should because there's a lot of ways to cheese content with Blue Mage, but like if it's not like a legitimate like full-blown job, I don't even know if I want to put any time into it, you know. I'm sure it's going to be fun. If I eventually get around to doing all the other things there are to do in the game, such as, you know, trying to be a healer again. Fuck healing, man. I can't believe I do not like it. They mentioned 3 limited jobs coming back in 2018: Blue Mage, already in game, Beastmaster, and Puppet Master. Interesting. Wonder how that would be. I'm still really like, I know we've spoken about this a lot, but Pictomancer, man, like you couldn't give me like Geomancer, Pyromancer, Necromancer. I think they're trying so hard to break the mold on classic RPG like roles that they're going so far. They're like, what is something no one would see like coming from, and then they're like, yeah, let's just do that. Yoshi even said Endwalker was rushed to finish the story, but the next expansion was going to be Garlemald influenced, and 7.0 would be the Moon expansion. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks to hear, because that would have been really cool to have one more Garlemald focus sort of thing, where you could have had Zodiark as like the final thing you end up fighting in 6.0, and then 7.0 would be like the end of days. You might actually get to go visit other planets instead of smash them all together in Ultima Thule. Yeah, not that level 83 trial. Yeah, that sucks, man. It sucks. It feels really messed up, like how that was the culmination of, like I said, the past decade, you know, working towards it. It sucks, man. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. Okay, so we're going to go on an actual hunt. So I thought we were going to hunt like Lalafells or something. I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tyrol. Oh, shut the fuck up. Where were you during the end of days? Man. I never get to wear this coat. So now that I have short hair for a while, I'm just gonna rock it. Gives a nice, I'm not gonna talk about it. You know what it gives. Alright, Kryle. Kryle's, like gonna be running her own game while we're there. We're gonna be like getting ready for this battle, and Kryle's like doing stuff, chasing her grandfather's ghost, because we didn't get enough of that in Eureka. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. So Aaronvale, he's not going to become one of the Scions. I really thought for all things, do something that doesn't look too goofy. All right, so it looks like we're going to be in this for a while. So I don't think we're going to get a trial, or not trial, a dungeon, but it looks like there's going to be one of these. Is this snow?
From here, we must walk.
Ice. Like, I was asking the question, and then like as soon as if I finished saying that, I'm like, oh yeah, there's ice. Well, this is good timing. Oh, because you skipped everything? Yeah. You get to watch my my mocking.
Ice. It rivals even Yok Tural.
Oh, so there's an ice area in Tyrol?
Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
So all the people that were saying like that this character Wook Lamont and the FanFesta, and was it FanFesta? Yeah, where they were like announcing a lot of this. So many people were saying like how hot this character is. Like, I'm not even trying to like. I mean, objectively, like,
Remember,
doesn't do anything for me.
deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
They kept calling her Lion Mommy, and like, yeah, it was just like there was a lot of horniness in the chat.
I know.
Apparently it's not a finished race. The data miners confirmed it's a Rogadin body with the lioness head. That makes sense. I mean, I can kind of see it already. Yeah. Notice the ears missing. Oh shit. So like you're saying like that they might have like special hats? They did this with Ara. Oh really? Man.
So this is the
I mean,
hour
I feel
when
like
thunder literally bursts forth.
I feel like the team almost got punished for being so good at what they did. That they're like, the 14 team has been fantastic. We want you guys to basically do all of like 16 as well simultaneously while doing this. And it's like, because they did a good job, they got split. And I think they kind of made like two. And I'm not going to say like they were either project 14 or 16 were bad. I just feel like you kind of got like both projects themselves were kind of watered down. That ninja NPC wasn't ready So they showed her in full mask Yugiri. Oh, really? So that's right, because Al Ra, they weren't in Realm Reborn. They were introduced in Heaven's Ward, right? So that is kind of crazy. I guess since I've been here, they've always been around, so I didn't even think about that. Was there a race added in Stormblood? Or did we not get another one until there was not until Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers they added two. They added Lion Rose and Bunny Highlanders.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studio.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
People could have been like giving him shit or bullying him.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see.
Oh, okay. So it's not.
One time though, he
Blood
almost
relative.
let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
All right. Cool. Oh, man. What the fuck is this?
The researchers should be just ahead.
Why?
There. The building to the northeast.
People.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
So, are you gonna be our tank? Because that's my job. Aw, you fucking. I wanted the pull. I wanted to pull the world. I keep accidentally targeting the NPCs, and it's annoying me. All right, hurry up.
Look, someone's in trouble.
Fuck him. Oh my god, he just getting the shit slapped out of him.
Face my axe.
This ugly fucker from Where the Wild Things Are. He's just like beating the shit out of him. That was kind of funny though. I'd like, don't even tell me that like they didn't model this thing after that. It uses the same skeleton as the Gubu. It's very obvious there, but like, if you would have shown me that, like, let's say I didn't know it was in Final Fantasy 14, and you just showed me what that monster looked like, I'm like, there's no way that thing was not modeled after that book. I would know because as a kid, we didn't really have a lot of books. So like the few books that we did have growing up, I would just marathon that shit. Probably read it like hundreds of times. You are the adventurer who saved our star. With that, our meeting was under. But yeah, you were getting spanked. I would actually say we should bring this hard-pressed survivor on our next mission, because like just getting basically ganked and just sitting there, like just like not losing any health, just doing this, surviving, that's, if that's not a tank, I don't know what is. Cool.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Cool. Whee!
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
I don't know how I feel about the voice.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Like, it's not bad, it's just like, it's not good either. I'm still like, if everyone speaks like that, then maybe it won't like in 7.0, maybe it won't like make that much of a difference. All right. So basically, the animals are really pissed.
I'll handle this.
No, you won't. That's mine. Is that gonna be like a new warrior skill? Fucking cheater.
Let's pick up the creature's trail.
How come she gets a limit break? Enemy clear. I feel like there's no way that like that must have been something that they did on purpose. Damn.
These claw marks.
This thing got
Seen the light
fuckled.
before.
Yeah, I feel like that animation right there, I could totally see that being like the level 90
You feel like a proper hunt.
AoE. Maybe there's gonna be a part 3 on the AoE combo, so like it goes into that. That'd be kind of interesting. That's like one of the main reasons, like I almost feel like the story's kind of like, which I never say with any of the games I play. Normally I'm very, very story focused. But with this expansion coming, I think I'm just excited to see how level 100s are going to play. Because for people who play on controller and use the hotbar, the cross hotbar like this, there's not really a lot of room. And if even right now, there's some jobs that I have to put things on the center, and it's not convenient to use them at all. We will lose abilities. I'm sure abilities are going to become... oh, God. Is this shit? Okay.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Cool. Up, here we go. Got him. I'm doing the aggro. I'm... mine. For instance, the orogeny, the single target one became one. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of things are going to become things, because there's got to be a limit to how much they could they could expect us to use. I mean, yeah, Bloodwedding wasn't always Bloodwedding as the other one. I can't remember the name of it, but Warrior is like the job that I'm not actually worried about at all. Upheaval, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's other ones. Like, it's some of the DPS jobs that have too much right now to fit all on the double hotbar.
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey.
The fuck?
What is that thing?
It's Toucan Sam.
It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
All right.
Come, Woklamat.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that run. That's Femro. It's cool. Kind of expected it. If it's going to be a larger race, it's going to have to be. Oh, nice. It led us to this perfectly
Just so we're clear,
circular
I
arena
wasn't startled by
for
the
combat.
beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
All right. Let's do it. Doot, 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 doot.
Talk all you like, Bird. I'm going to have the last laugh.
Interesting.
Try sinking my teeth into you.
It's actually doing a decent amount of damage, but I think that's also... We're probably not going to get heals. I'm sure Graha will do some. Not so bad. I'm the main tank. You get the fuck away from me. You bitch. How dare you? I'll let you guys just come to me. Ew. What'd you put on me?
I've got you.
Oh. Oh, cool.
That was too close.
Steady now.
I hope that wasn't nut. I mean, what's nut? I don't know what that is. Whee! God damn it.
Spread out, everyone.
Been here for like 5 minutes. Why are you calling the shots all of a sudden? Oh, shit. Let me guess. She's going to save us again. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the... Okay. This Fruit Loop boss. Yeah, seriously. Oh, shit. Do you want me to... Oh, okay. I'm not going in there. I'm doing it this way. How long are... It's alright. Oh, fuck. She could die? I didn't know. I don't know. Okay, I'll take it seriously because I was being silly. I was going to rescue them with tomahawks, but apparently that's not a thing. I don't think I have to worry about defensive cooldowns too much. Because I saw right now, once my HP gets to a certain point, I just get healed up. So that's why I don't like these. Sometimes the directions aren't always the most clear. Like, I don't know. It would be cool if they're like, hey, if you don't get this, you're going to fail. Like, something to that effect would have been helpful, because I'm just like, alright, she's been annoying me, so I'm just going to let this go like this, and then you failed the duty. Is that their way of saying, don't be toxic, take it seriously? Alright, so here's the, yeah, this thing, whatever this is. Alright. Oh shit, I lost my attack buff. How dare you? God damn it. I keep trying to target this thing, and it's prioritizing the NPCs. Okay, so now this is where I have to take it seriously. So you smash that a whole bunch. Okay. Alright.
Thank you.
Alright. Oh, you can still reach. I can't reach. Oh, I can. So they really give you a lot of time for that. I just didn't think one of those was going to be enough to do us in. What am I attacking? Yeah, that's the only thing. Like, it's not clear that that's going to result in a wipe. Sometimes. Oh, she's going to do her thing. Let's see this. So this is your limit break. Oh, cool. That might be the new Primal Rend. Do a nice little spinny winny, and all of a sudden rocks come out of nowhere. Oh, there's Geomancer. That's what it is. Yeah, that was actually the new Geomancy spell. Which actually, that wouldn't be bad if like jobs can evolve into other jobs. It'd be like the warrior route, like the Geomancer. Like you just kind of roll up with a big hammer. Like Paladin and the Holy Knight. Yeah, I mean like it could be machinist, can either be like somebody who uses robots exclusively versus like an actual gunslinger. Like you have like two little like handguns they used to pew pew pew.
And I had barely limbered up.
You could have Pictomancer roll up into actual Bob Ross. I don't know. It would be cool. It would be cool to see. Oh, was she worried?
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
It would be cool to see something like Black Mage can actually turn into something like Necromancer, or like Pyromancer or some shit.
Only to be expected.
But
You
yeah,
were pretty impressive
all of this
yourself.
stuff doesn't make any
I was right
difference
to invite you
because
on a hunt.
yeah, they're getting away from the divergent jobs, which it would have been cool to see more of them.
What a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Why are you guys just watching? Shouldn't you like let her know she's about to get yeeted?
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
Leave this to me.
Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh my God. Of course. Of course. You couldn't let us get out of this without some bullshit.
Cryle.
Graha is like, what the fuck was that?
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
I mean, look, I think Kryle, story-wise, does need a couple wins because Kryle's never been taken very seriously. The most Kryle's been in anything was Eureka, which wasn't mandatory content. And then there's also, Kryle was basically out of commission almost the whole time in Endwalker. Kryle was either passed out or basically acted as a medium for Heidelin. So yeah, Kryle needs a couple wins, but this, I mean, why can't we just have like Kryle come out like all of a sudden like Kryle's a fucking badass like black mage, you know? Like why does it have to be? Well, I guess we have Y'shtola. Fine, make her like a summoner. I don't know. I guess we already do have a summoner with Tataru. F that little dwarf. I don't mind Kryle because if they insist on making her a part of the story, just make her cool, you know? Like, just if it's kind of like Graha, you know? Like, Graha, like, people love him, like, they want him on the Scions, and then, like, yeah, he does powerful magics and stuff, you know? He's like a jack of all trades magically.
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
Yup.
May I ask what inspired this change?
I've been watching a lot of Bob Ross on YouTube, and I wanted to paint some happy
You
trees.
will recall the the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. So Kryle, felt some type of way, and basically Kryle took the advice that I would give almost anyone who bitches about games being too hard. Kryle just got good, except Kryle's version of get good is using ether and magical paints. I think that's what I don't know a lot about the lore of the job. I have no interest in looking into it, but it seems like that's it's like a magic paintbrush.
That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft.
She puts the craft in hone her craft because, arts and crafts and painting and shit. Yeah, that's what I was
As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
Yeah.
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
This is a disciple of hand job that got made into an actual combat job. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It's just, I guess it's kind of like, they're like, oh, what are we going to do for like the next job in Endwalker? They're like, okay, don't have a lot of ideas, but what if we made like a fucking mutant botanist? Like a weird, like chaos consumed botanist. And it's like, we'll call it a Reaper. And here they're just like, we were going to make the painter job for Disciple of Hand, but instead we're going to turn it into a combat job. And that's how we get Pictomancer. I still am holding out. Like, there is eventually going to be a hammer job, but by then I'm probably not going to be playing. Or it's going to be a dead game. I don't know what the future looks like.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy.
I fucking hate this so much.
As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
Indeed.
I mean, with that same train of thought, it would have been cool to see like if they turned like alchemist, or like made it was based on alchemy, but like then they just did like a chemist, and you just throw like bombs and shit, as well as provide like healing support. Chemist would have been cooler than Pictomancer. I don't know. Then they could like wield guns like the chemist did in Final Fantasy Tactics. Those fuckers sucked sometimes to come up against.
I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the
I
students'
forgot.
archives.
Yeah, so her grandfather's based on Galuf from 5. I think the companions were also in Eureka based on other characters in 5. I don't think like the main ones, but yeah.
The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
On that note, I'm just thinking out loud. So like Final Fantasy, like of the flagship Final Fantasy series, games that have made it into 14 in some capacity. We've had the Warrior of Light, so that's one. The actual Warrior of Light. 2. Was there anything like the Rebel Army or the Emperor? I guess like technically the Emperor, like not really. There's emperors in almost all, not all of them, but there's multiple Final Fantasies with emperors. I don't think there's anything from 2 off the top of my head in Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy 14. 3, obviously 3 had a ton of 3 influence in 14. So we had like the Crystal Tower, we had Zande. I always called him Zand, but apparently it's Zande or whatever. So there's 3 that's taken care of. 4, obviously we all know 4 Fiends, Golbez. 5, there's the Galuf. 6, they had Kefka. I don't think there was anything else. I mean, I guess technically 6 was like the birth of Magitech in general. So that has stuff. 7. Has there been any 7 shit? I guess Red Scorpions. The weapons. Yeah, they made it in. 8. Has there been anything from 8? I don't think so. I don't believe any influence from 8. So we still have 8. Or 9. 9, I don't know of anything from 9. I mean, I was hoping when I first saw some of the previews for Shadowbringers before I actually played it that there was going to be like a black mage village or race. But yeah, I don't think there's anything from 9. And we'll say the 7 doesn't count because just having a red scorpion I don't think is necessarily enough. It's not enough. 10. Was there anything from 10? I don't think so. I don't think there's any, like, no Blitzball, no, that's all anyone fucking asks about. I guess summons from 10 are in here. But then that's kind of like, well, there are 10 specific summons that made it into the game in some capacity. 11, we don't talk about that. 12, yes, 12 in tactics, tons of influence. 13, that I'm not too sure. 13, I don't think so. No 13 influence, and that might actually be a good thing. 15, I guess there was a collaboration, but not quite anything else. And then 16, no. So, interesting. We've actually covered a lot more than I was thinking. I thought like maybe just a few, but...
Gulur Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
She's like, yep, that's my pappy.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tulihyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no?
Yes, the one true language across the entire universe. English.
This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If father had written this, he would have been in Turali.
Yeah, so, okay.
And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent.
So this is some
then?
forged ass bullshit.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Oh, we're not gonna watch her carve it up? Okay. Well, I know I took a little bit longer than I should have talking about other things, but there we go. We got all this meat. We're gonna go have some sort of banquet. Let's see what Dickon can cook up for us. Yeah. Dickon. All right, Dickon. You imagine the balls, like just rolling up to a restaurant with your own meat. Like that'd be like if I went hunting, I like killed an elk, and then I just go to like a fucking Chili's with like 90 pounds, like 200 pounds of elk meat. I just kind of throw it on the counter at the hostess. I'm like, could you cook this up for us? You know, like. Damn. Look at the textures on that food.
I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
So, did they actually speak about their relationship? Like, are they friends? Have they just met? Like, when he brought her back, it seems like he had a relationship with her brother. Like, uh-oh. You know it's gonna melt her face. Yeah.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh, that's okay from the earlier quest. That I don't know. Yeah, I'm just curious.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlayan.
It's that death curry.
It's nothing I can't handle.
Your boorish manners reflect poorly on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming
You're around a bunch of learned doctors. Show some fucking respect.
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
There we go.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
Oh, are we gonna have like some Urian J Moonbreeder energy going on.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
Better yet, why don't I show you?
Since ancient times,
In 7.0.
many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor.
So her dad is literally
who can preserve
like
his
the
legacy.
same guy as far as looks in that Wanderer's Palace dungeon, the two-headed Mamulja.
Including myself. There
So
are
I
4
wonder why we're
people on the
fighting
throne.
him, or maybe that's not him. Maybe there's more than one two-headed Mamulja
One among us
in the
will not be allowed to rule.
Dawn Trail opening. It's probably some bullshit.
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war.
I mean, Garlemald had it coming. I mean, because basically Garlemald were like the aggressors.
I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
Oh, man. Oh, man, look at those textures on this Gleaner's jacket. You see how clean that is? I feel like this last couple rounds, like the last couple rounds of gear, a lot of the stuff, like when you look at it up close, like the textures are really, really bad. I don't know, like it looks like they were getting better for some things, but like my guess is maybe they're not worrying about making it so nice looking because everything's going to get upgraded. And I wonder how significant of an upgrade everything's going to get. Like, is this going to make older gear? Are we going to make old gear look sexy again? Hey, how's it going, B-Webs? I am good. I'm just jumping into this fucking quality story that is Final Fantasy XIV. It's great. Hope you like fur, because I'm getting a lot of it.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do
Is
so
that King
than to work
becoming
with foreign
a furry? Never. That is not my thing. And it hurts me that you would even ask the question. Yeah. I'm not really feeling it, to be perfectly honest.
Hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you.
Oh, that's right. You were just the master. Oh, yeah, yeah. You can't say that. Which, by the way, it's funny. Like, so what B-Wabs is referring to is There are some people at my job that are trying to make a cultural change, not to use the term master, because it has negative historical significance on populations of people. And it's hilarious because everyone will go through like these trainings and then everyone still uses it. I actually got in writing from one of the directors in the company asking about something, and they used master. I'm like, I didn't know you could still say that. But yeah. Master.
You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition.
You could just get good
while waiting for your answer.
instead of relying on like the fucking god-slaying badass ruler of the universe that we are.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Ha ha ha! All right, so we spoke with Dickon. Is this the end? Okay. What are we feeling, guys? Because I'm probably not going to use any of it, but Baba Ganoush, caviar sandwich. Now, why would you do that? I really hope that's not the main protein. I'd be fucking pissed. Caviar, canapes? What are those? I can't really see from the picture. Braco flour stew. These all suck. Some stepped on shit. It is kind of cool if they're gonna, instead of like wings or umbrellas, like they're gonna have other accessories. Because yeah, if you want to wear a backpack, I guess do it, you know. Personally, for me, I would prefer like a large turtle shell to put on any suit of armor or glamour that I'm wearing. That's what I would want. Basically, that's all I'm really missing to do my Master Roshi cosplay. Because like sometimes like if you try to do that without like the turtle shell, you know, people are just like, is that like Mr. Clean on vacation? Like, what are you doing? Master Roshi is a fucking G. All right, let's do it. Blue covered book. What does the blue covered book say? The Wallachui. That's a tribe. Okay. Cool. So the Wallachui. Awesome. We got them. Yeah, I'm not going to remember any of this. We're not actually going to get to see any of these places or see any of these tribes until the end of summer. So, yeah, I mean, I forgot shit that I said in the beginning of the stream. Like, I'm not going to remember any of this, so let's just kind of run through this. Yep. Oh, cool. Yep. So it seems like There's going to be some Allegan influences in this one, just judging by how the futuristic area is going to be. I mean, they straight up, like, don't even fucking tell me that doesn't look like some shit right out of Cyberpunk. Yep. Read that instantly. All right. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, and even ubiquitous potatoes. A bean-filled burrito. Cool. Alright, well, I studied up on so much of this stuff. I'm ready to pass the test. I'll say that. Potatoes. I'm actually really hungry. I kind of like didn't have dinner tonight, but I feel like it's too late to eat now. So I think I'm just gonna like just deal with it, and then I'll have a big breakfast tomorrow. I'm trying not to eat super late, so I feel like what you eat is as important as when you eat. So if you hear my stomach, it's just been growling like this whole time. Obviously, the alpacas. That's what I loved the most. Who doesn't love a good alpaca, you know? In addition to serving as beasts of burden, they provide clothing for people by way of their lush fleece. Cool. Oh, cool. It's the fucking annoying ass twins. I liked them in the beginning, but like I feel like Endwalker, they really annoyed me a lot. Like 90% of that annoyance comes from Alpha No. Alisaie's alright. She's spunky. Just shut up, bro. Alright. We're going to teach them all about potatoes and alpacas. I mean, it's important shit. That is correct, actually. We're going to have to somehow wrap up all the scions and get them to come along with us. So... yeah, because we do see that everyone makes it. All right. All right.
Oh, it's just... Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Yeah, we read like 4
What about
books.
you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
It's not like it's gonna make a difference. We're still going. I could sit here and say I don't want to do it, and then we're gonna go anyway. Look, I'm just doing this so I can become king of the pirates.
Ha! I thought you might say that.
Speaking of king of the pirates, have you guys been keeping up on One Piece? Shit's getting fucking weird.
With an intrepid attitude such as yours, I believe all shall be well. Be it the contest or something else, there will be.
I don't really watch One Piece. I don't really watch a ton of anime. I'm actually more of a reader. I want to watch One Piece, but I want to get to when the production value got a lot better, because it's been around for so long that it kind of sucks. The first half of it. Yeah, but I read.
But in the course of seeing,
It's so goofy and cartoony, but
you'll surely find a way.
Overall,
that's what adventurers do.
One Piece is one of those ones where it's a pretty quality story for the most part. It's not without its flaws, obviously, but it's just hard to find stories nowadays that don't kind of fizzle out or start to suck the longer they've been around. They don't make them like they used to.
Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I'm not saying that this isn't cool, but how many conversations have we had just like this, you know? With everybody. How many times have we had this exact same conversation?
Oh, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
Alright. Cool. The fuck, Thancred, you fucking rapist? What are you doing just listening in on people's conversations? That's not creepy at all. Like, only stuff like that can happen in anime because, like, would you do that in, like, would you just, like, wear, like, a trench coat in Central Park and just be, like, behind a tree, just kind of listening in on people's conversations, like, along a trail? No, like, you'd get arrested. All right. I'll stop. I'm sorry. I can't let anything just be. I'm sorry. My wife tells me I'm too critical. And she's probably right. Hey. I can't take them seriously. The way they walk.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
There you go. Because we need something to do.
Then you need me as much
Hey, what's
as
up?
I need you. Together we'll blaze new trails in Tural.
Just finishing up some last minute
You're
MSQ.
not planning to leave without us, are you?
You look different. Whatever you did, I like it. I feel like I look the same.
Alpha no, Alice. What are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wooklamat.
Your character, not you. Oh, just a haircut. Yeah, we just went with a short haircut.
And when we fortuitously met again at the Agora just now...
Yeah, I was gonna say,
expressed an
I'm pretty
interest
sure I
in
haven't
meeting our
changed.
visitor.
Yeah, it's all right so far. I'm not like crazy about this update or some of the things to come, but it is what it is. Got my new relic weapon for Sage. Looks nice. Yeah, the relics look pretty cool. I don't think they're my favorite, but they look a lot better than the Shadowbringers final relic stage. Definitely a lot better than the Eureka
You
ones.
must be the twins
I don't
who
know
are sneaking
what
after
the fuck
Aaron
happened with
Phil's
Eureka.
toads.
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
The Toads thing. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I do, actually.
Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your
Eureka has a
acquaintance,
nice
Your
glow. I only have one
Highness.
Eureka
Alpha
weapon.
Lavia at your service. And this is
It's
my
not
sister,
like
Alize.
the best looking like sword itself, but yeah, the glow itself looks cool. All the weapons look so like they're kind of primitive.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Are these fights to the death?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for...
The
Fuck,
more
I didn't mean to do
the
that.
merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
What do you think of? What do I think of Picto? I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Yeah, I was really disappointed.
Nonsense.
I feel like there were so many different things they
you're
could have done.
indispensable.
Viper, I'm like, it's cool-ish, I guess, but yeah, even Viper, I wasn't like the biggest fan of, but I'm like, it's fine.
They're strong, aye. But
Let the gays
strangers
have a
to our
class.
land. They need someone to guide them.
Do you guys
to
need
point
a
out the
specific
dangers
class?
and spare them grisly deaths.
You know? I just feel like Pictomancer doesn't feel like a real job. It feels like something like I was saying this, like it would make more sense to me if Beastmaster was the real job and then the limited job was Picto. Yes, rainbow powers. I mean, if I guess if that's what people really, really wanted, I think we're getting away from traditional RPG type jobs, and that's fine, but I don't really get it as a combat job. It's like Pictomancer, and I was saying this earlier, Pictomancer could have just as easily been like some sort of disciple of hand. I'm going to draw rainbow dicks with hoodies. Pict was in Final Fantasy VI. Was it really? That I do not remember, but yeah, I still not really excited about it. I was hoping for something like Geomancer or like a Necromancer. The Beast thing was always a thing. I mean, that I wanted to see. Chemists, different gunslingers, like I don't know, like I just feel like there's a lot of different ways they could have went with it.
I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on the City of Gold.
There's always next year. No, there's not. It's not going to be for a while. And by then, I don't even know if I'm going to be playing this game or if it's even going to be around. Because I'm looking at 7.0 as kind of like probably it. But who knows? I could definitely be wrong.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
Oh, shut up, Kryl. God. You can never leave? I mean, I think the game's gonna stop producing content before I leave. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the roadmap looks like, but yeah, like Square and 14 in general aren't really doing fantastic. So I do believe
I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off
in like definitely the next like 4 or 5 years, they're going to push a new like it's gonna be like Final Fantasy 17. Like it's gonna be a new MMO with like current or much better graphics. You know, that's what I think is gonna happen.
But Raha.
The fuck?
You want to retrace
The
your
expressions sometimes are so weird.
This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Do it. Get the season.
Thank you, Raha.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
All right. Well, it's going down.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
Is it like a nude?
There. This, my friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies. The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
Could you point to it? Because I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't know what we're looking at. God, that's so fucking pixely and grainy. I guess that's it. Be it. Cool. Got me a knapsack. Cliffhangers? Oh, here. What's going on in Limsa? Outside of the usual debauchery. Stinny Winnie.
When does the next ship set sail? May I ask your destination? The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time. West, you say?
Do you have a specific destination? You can't just go to an airport and just be like, can I get a ticket for west? Asshole. So it seems like maybe Thancred, when he was listening in, maybe he told the rest of the Scions that it's a party in Tural. Because Thancred's with the pack of sausages on his coat.
Your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen. But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Oh, so they were already going. They've got their own thing that they're working on.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
Oh, so they're getting recruited by a different faction to represent them, I think.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
See, the thing is, people love the Scions too much, and the devs know that, and they don't want anything bad to happen to them. But I think they've been around for too long. We need one of them to die, or we need one of them to like betray us and become like a villain, and stay a villain, not like without any redemption. You know, we just need that. I vote Kryle.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come? Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel. Aye, this will be a mission to remember.
Why are you looking directly at me, Thancred?
Come, my friend. We make for Tural.
Okay. So, where's your Stola? So we got Stinny Winnie. We've got Bert and Ernie. Yeah. Now we need...
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World?
Go. Weigh anchor now, the tide is high and dawn of new adventure nigh. Okay. Row forth the break horizon's bond and tread the gilded path beyond.